Hello, welcome to freedomalcohol.com. This is Sam French. I hope this finds you well. You join me here on this audio recording this week. It's week 24 of the freedom.com live videos and live audio today. Yes, we are doing live. I am doing live audios today because I've had a bit of a technical problem with the videos, but that's not a problem. We will keep going. Week 23 will be uploaded shortly, and that means I'm a week away from being free from alcohol for 6 months. And whilst I don't like to focus on the future or the past too much, I like to remain wherever I can, the most trickiest thing in the world, in the present. It is, I think, really important that you think about how you want to recognise 6 months if you're getting there, because it is a celebration. It is a great thing to have done, and hopefully, most importantly, rather than the time, you'll be focusing on the great things that you have achieved. So this week I wanted to just briefly talk about how I am doing and how I'm feeling. Do you know, I think I've reached a point now where I am at a point of review on how I move forward, how I keep this alive, keep this energy going with this weekly cast. And I'm at a point where I realise that where the motivation changes to do this task, perhaps downwards a little bit, it is even more important to just refocus and think about how I will maintain it, how I will change gear, how I will change my direction and approach to keep this alive and going, this weekly video, this weekly audio going forward. Now, I'm going to review the 6 months in next week's cast as we head towards the end of June and into July. It'll be 25 weeks of freedom, so 52 weeks in the year, so we should really wait till week 26. But I have started thinking about it, and I've started thinking about the achievements which I've had over this time, and I've started thinking about my journey. And I've been listening back to some recordings which I'd like to share, I think, at the 6 month point with you. Some recordings of when I first started this journey back in January 2015, the original quit date forever. You know, January 2015 was the point where I said to myself, this is it. That's it. I don't want this in my life anymore. My aim, my objective is to be free forever, and I have never looked back. My journey has wavered. It is true, yes, it has wavered. However, it has always been knowing that I needed to stay in the direction, the journey that I've travelled in the last months, and also historically during 2015. Everything that I have done in this time has been contributing to my ability to maximise my potential, and I've talked over and over again about the importance of that goal and reminding yourself of why you're on this journey. And that goal is often a life goal. It is often something which isn't directly linked to alcohol, and dare I say it, that if you do have an objective that is merely to quit alcohol to improve your health, for example, you're not going to be able to sustain that, because in my humble opinion, that requires willpower, and willpower does not keep you free from alcohol. Yes, there are points where you will need willpower, especially at the start when you first set out on that journey. In the first few days and weeks, there's going to be some willpower in there. You're going to need it. But longer term, it is about your direction and the road that you're taking. And for me, this has been about the quality of my life, improving the quality of my life for myself, at home and at work, for my family, and for those people around me. I keep coming back to this. And I do think I am at a point where perhaps that momentum of that objective has slowed down a little bit. It's not paused, but it's slowed down. I am at a point where I need to, I think, just review, take stock, and then think about what's next. In my mind at the moment, I have things like, yes, I'm exercising, but how could I make this more of a social event? So how could I perhaps join a club or a sociable group to do this? In my mind, I'm thinking, I'm doing this weekly blog. how can I perhaps change it a little bit and change the look and the feel? I'm thinking to myself, how can I continue to work on my personal life and my work-life balance? And how can I continue to improve that? I'm thinking to myself, how can I continue to improve my presence and well-being with my family and my daughters? And with this wonderful life that we're in. Do you know, again today, or yesterday, I was doing some work, and unfortunately it involved somebody who had terminal cancer. And it's so often that I hear of these sad stories where life is cut short, whether in the media, around me, with people who I come across, and eventually, ultimately, people directly related to me, or even at some point myself. And that's why I think this business of being present and enjoying what you've got is so important, and it's one of the hardest things that I'm finding about being free from alcohol, is remaining present and thankful for what I have. Do you know, I am thankful for so many things, for my family, for my work, for my improvement in health. But I do get frustrated. I get frustrated that perhaps I'm still not as fresh as I'd want to be in the mornings, that perhaps I'm still not as energetic, that perhaps I haven't lost as much weight. But those are just things that are on the perimeter. Those are not the things that really matter. The things that really matter to me is that point of happiness and well-being. And I'm learning every day that the more that I achieve this, the better things get. And the only way that I can do this is by helping myself, but more importantly, by helping those around me in whatever way that I can. And that might be indirectly, nothing related to alcohol, just through serving somebody, by helping them in their work or their life, by just being there for somebody, or in many other ways that just support someone in moving themselves forward. It could be a momentary thing, it could be something that's a bit longer, but I know that this is the thing that I need to keep focusing on. I'm also at a point where I feel that a bit of change, not too much, because I've talked about what I think the importance of consistency for a year after going free is. But I am at a point where I think that a small amount of change would do me the world of good. So I'm going to be thinking about this as well going forward. So my question to you, whether you've had 3 months, whether you've had 6 months, and again, whether you've had a month, I have had this discussion before. The question to you is, how are you reviewing yourself? And if things are starting to feel a bit staid, perhaps you've got past that first, that first exciting time that is the first few weeks of freedom. Once you've got past there, how are you reviewing yourselves and what changes are you making? Because I think that doing this will help you secure better, can't guarantee forever, but better your security and your freedom from alcohol. Each day I continue to try and learn something new. I continue to learn something new, whether it's a personal behaviour, a personal development, or whether it's something about people who have gone free from alcohol and their learnings. And I'm very grateful for the knowledge and understanding which I'm learning from this. Today, as I go into work and I think about the negative things, the emotions which come up inside of me, I just want to take a moment to reflect and just remind myself of how lucky I really am and of what really matters. And that isn't the pressure at work. It's my goal, it's my life goal. And I'm just taking a moment now before going in to remind me of that. How are you going to do that? And how is that going to help you maintain your freedom from alcohol? Thank you for listening. I hope you're all well, and we'll look forward to reviewing 6 months free, celebrating 6 months free alcohol in the coming next couple of weeks. Have a great day.